YouTube family, we have to have an honest conversation. And I just dropped a video about the quarterback room and the quarterback situation and chaos we're having. As you can see, Juju and Caden were laughing at Ryan Staub's incomplete pass right here, and I made sure to show it. But that's not what this video is about. It's the recruiting situation, guys, and we'll be all right. We're clearly in a situation where we're losing games that we're supposed to win. So when people talk about recruiting and all that, my thing to you guys is it's not a serious situation where we have to, get unguarded and cry me a river, but it is an alarming one because of the Juju Lewis situation. Seeing Julian Lewis as the #1 player and he didn't get the play, questions started arising through Twitter, through Reddit, and on Instagram. And you know me, I'm going to defend Coach Prime. I'm going to defend all of us. But a lot of people already started these conversations about, if you're a top recruit, do you want to go to Colorado football? You know my opinion. You should go there because you got all the guys who can develop you. But when you look at Colorado football and you're noticing it's a pattern now that you don't want this reputation. Yes, it was Carmani McClain's fault to why he wasn't disciplined, but all those 5 stars are going to look at is Carmani left. They're going to look at a 4-star like Dylan Edwards, even though we know the truth about Dylan as well. It was because he got beat out by Charlie Offerdall, who had more of a training. And we know Dylan was the best running back we had, but his work ethic wasn't there. But them recruits ain't going to look at that. They're going to talk about a 4-star left. He's not doing much at Kansas State. I follow everything, but it's still going to be a negative connotation. Then you got Juju. So you got a lot of guys that are coming in there and they're understanding this is one of those things that's not supposed to happen for a star level player. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this uncomfortable conversation and we're going to talk about it. So hit that like button, hit that notification bell. This is bigger than football. It is deeper than football.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
So being honest with this uncomfortable conversation, you have to be honest. Getting all these quarterbacks and rotating them was going to be not the nail in the coffin, but a major problem now, because seeing Juju on that sidelines, it got me thinking maybe I was correct, because I started saying maybe we shouldn't get mad that Juju isn't playing, because I think they're limiting him so they could redshirt him. But redshirting Juju is not a good thing. You're going to say he's young and he's not ready. But the game that he did come in, he seemed poised and composed. It was his offensive coordinator who caused the issue with Juju. Let's not lie about that. So Juju, for me, him being 17, stop saying that. He's going to be 18 September 21st. So we have to understand the fact that Juju is well-to-do and ready to perform as a quarterback in the Division I level. The fact he's not getting any reps is a major red flag. Now, Caden Salter, he has very few eligibility remaining. I think he has one more, or he might have to get a waiver. But the situation with this is arising similar to how the patterns of quarterback competitions turn left. Now, I got a video I just did about the game I'm getting ready to upload as I'm making this video. I felt like I owed y'all 20 videos for this weekend for the fact that I went to my daughter's championship football game. Shout out to the beautiful queens out there. You guys have more heart than what I seen in this football team today. My daughter's team won a championship, and the resiliency I seen in them females, I did not see it in Colorado's football team. See, I'm tired of being the Rudy story. I'm tired of being the guys who just should be happy with any wins we get. No, we're way more talented than that. We shouldn't have lost to Georgia Tech. We shouldn't have even been playing around with Delaware like that. The score should have been damn near 60-0. Just being honest with you guys, it shouldn't have been a competition. It shouldn't have been close, but it was. It was. And this is a situation where Coach Prime, his leadership shows. He's clearly a leader, but sometimes I think he gets lazy too much, and I will give him a pass due to his health. I personally felt a lot of the guys weren't properly trained this offseason because they got fatigued too much. We can save that for another video, but the recruits will pay attention to this. Mark my word, a lot of guys will use this to attack Colorado football. ESPN, that's why I'm holding this football. They're loving every single moment of this. These pundits, you're going to see an attack that you haven't seen in a while like no other, because all these top level teams who are supposed to be by far greater than what Colorado football is, they never get called out. They never get the level of visceral of hate that you see a lot of these pundits say towards Coach Prime and many of the Colorado players. These are just factual opinions that you may not like what I'm saying, but facts are facts. And that's another situation we need to talk about later, because the recruiting issue is one that I think Coach Prime has enough cachet, you know what I mean, to get what we will get soon, meaning that I can see another star player venturing and realizing they need to be with Deion in Colorado. But how long will that persist? Because there is no way, shape, and form we're going to be able to keep Julian Lewis. That's just my personal opinion. I personally feel he's gone. He's not going to be with the team anymore. And Ryan Staub is going to get so much NIL offers. He's gone as well. So it also helps in recruiting if you think about it, because it opens up room and space. But did we go overboard with the quarterback situation? And I blame Pat Schumer for it. If you want to be honest, I don't blame Coach Prime, but Coach Prime as the leader has to take this dig that we're saying towards Colorado football. We're still going to support them. We're still going to go hard in the paint, but facts have to be talked about. Timeouts are not being utilized properly on that sideline. It's a lot of things we can critique, but I'm going to stick to the decision that should have been made, and it should have been to dismiss Robert Livingston as a defensive coordinator. He failed for 2 years in a row now. I'm just being honest with you. His defense hasn't been consistent. And then Pat Schumer, the fact that he's still calling plays is wild to me, because as much as I don't like the agent, Sean Lewis has had a better offense than what Pat Schumer has been producing for 2.5 years now. If we're being honest, we just got to be honest with it, guys. This is year number 3, and we're not getting any consistency from Pat Schumer. His plays are by far too predictable, and other quarterbacks want to develop. They want to grow. So he's hurting us in the recruiting department, which is why I'm even making this video. It's not that I'm defending some of the haters on the conversations they had, but some of their conversations, if we're being honest, were valid ones. It's not like all of them were haters. They were telling the truth. Will Julian Lewis stay with Colorado after this football season? I don't know. The season could pan out any other way. We can run it like we've been doing before and win all the rest of the games, but it's gonna get harder. And I feel like a lot of young guys right now, they don't have the energy that a lot of the elders used to have. So for them, they take it as a slight. They take it as total disrespect. So these are some of the things we're going to have to see what's going to happen from here on out. But I can see it. And Caden Salter is a fighter. He's been through trials and tribulations on that football field. So I can still see his head in the game, and he's going to get what he can get, because I can see another quarterback move is going to be made. Because if Robert Livingston is not getting rid of, our offense is going to continuously get tired as well, both because the defense ain't helping the offense ain't helping the defense. And really the longevity problem is Pat Schumer. If Pat Schumer is still calling plays, then Caden Salter is going to look horrible. Ryan Staub is going to look horrible, and Julian career might be done with, because he's going to get hurt out there with a coordinator like that. So that's my thing, man. And this coordinator, I showed you guys receipt. He doesn't take accountability. I've never seen this before. Coach Prime takes all the accountability. You're going to see him for this loss against the Cougars. He's going to say, I'm at fault, and he's going to stand on it. But yet you got this coordinator by the name of Pat Schumer who calls out players rather than himself. So we've seen enough with this stitch and this system they got, and time will tell how would this, go out with the organization? If it's gonna help, is it gonna hurt? I don't know, man. You guys let me know in the comment sections, man. Will this hurt recruiting department for Colorado? What you think the quarterback's decisions and moves are gonna do? I'm your guy, DJ Blessone, signing out.
Heart been broke so many times.